Hi, my name is Andrea. Today is Monday, October 26th, 2009. I just want to talk about my weekend. I had a great time yesterday at a friend's place. We had like great food, great people, great booze. um, and I just want to speak a little bit about the lecture I saw last week, which I promised to go write about and talk about because for myself and whoever else is interested. It was last Tuesday, October 20th, 2009, at the Graham Foundation. It was like 6 p.m. at 4 West Burn Street, and the lecture was called Affecting Lasting Change Through Design Build Activism, and uh, it was led by the speaker who famously famously in the green industry, as it seems, named Sergio Pellioni. And I hope I'm sorry for butchering his name, but he's from Chile. And one of the first things he mentioned is about listening and communication, how that's a very important key in getting anything done in what he has been doing, building homes and helping people around the world in poor and impoverished countries, and that the world is suffering and we're just building ourselves in instead of extending ourselves out because of who knows what. But and that he wants to build change that's long term, lasting change instead of short term change that is short term and not as effective. So I guess it's, I don't know if his first projects were Central Mexico or he's mainly more passionate about things in Central Mexico, but that is what he wants, what he, I think that's where he's from, and that's where his passion is. So, one of the things he was talking about with tomatoes that were mainly grown there are now that they're grown in California, they're not the export of tomatoes in Central Mexico isn't as robust, so that can develop a lot of poor, develop poor people in that sort of sense, meaning like the people that were in charge are on top of things as far as um, growing tomatoes and exporting and receiving income for it are now at the bottom of that chain and now need our help um, to just survive. Um, let's see. Um, so some of the projects include students volunteering and helping, not only learning what they're going to do when they go out to do the projects in class, but they have the hands-on um, projects doing at where they're going to do it at. So they have not only the experience in the in-class paper writing part, but they also have the, okay, how do we actually interactively listen, talk, learn, and also teach. So I didn't really write, I forgot the name of the organization, but it was about students and communities working together, and they're contingent on decisions um, that we make, meaning that we have the decision to make these things possible. Improving lives of poor dwellers. That's what students do. Students help build buildings, which is pretty awesome. Um, and also, let's see, and they're introducing new technology and um, paradigms of living to people outside the state and creating a solution and delivery. So it's a collaborative effort. Let's see. One of the things I thought was really interesting was there was one clinic that had like an outside garden that they built. So it's like, okay, you go to a clinic, you're already feeling ill, poor, and you're getting help. Why not, build a nice surroundings? So I found that to be very, very interesting. He built children libraries in Mexico, like 11. and they're built by mainly women. And he pointed it out that women are more likely to do this kind of work, and they're more likely to pay back loans, and they're more likely to do this kind of work and to follow through. Which I was like, wow. Like, I feel passionate about this, and I noticed that especially in UAC, there's more women, and women are go-getters. There's men there too, but that's a whole different story. But the main thing, I feel like, wow, and I have this like passion to do this stuff. I'm like, why? And I don't have the means, and sometimes the power to physically. But if I had, I would do so much, and I'm working my way up there. But to mention that, he just said women are more highly motivated, and I put woohoo by that because I think that's most awesome. And it was so cool because the women helped build solar kitchens for schools. So women are no, so not only women are building libraries in different countries that in Mexico, but they're all solar powered. So they're up there, baby. They're with it. um, so the solar condensity is made from either recycled bicycles, the frame, and then the mirrors that are the the solar panel are all each mirror was 25 cents each only, and it's think of 25 cents each, like what 1,000 or whatever so mirrors, and then the recycled frame is made from recycled bicycle, and that's like tons of like money. That's like dollar bills, y'all. Like change, like cha-ching, all about the Benjamins type deal. Like, yeah, money that can go towards feeding the kids that's there, and clothing the naked, and feeding the hungry. So I think it's awesome. And so sorry about that dance I just did. That was really lame. Anyway, I think it was called Basic Initiative. I think that was the name of that. Either the students or the name of the people who did the solar panels. But anyway, so the panels are self-rotated, and they got funded, and there's 100 or more solar kitchens in that area. So I think it's pretty cool. And it's just like I said, women are more active in doing something. Um, and let's see, he created single housing for single poor mothers. Say that he was involved with Save the Children Foundation. Let's see, and he did things for India, also in Taiwan and Vietnam. He was expressing that environment and society are not separate. It's not, and I agree. No. Um, and I think within his, I think it's called PVC, and someone look that up. I might later and make a little thing on the bottom. Uh, that they did 300 homes in 3 years. I mean, think about more people. That's like 3 times more of that. I don't know what that would be, but yeah, it's like it's possible. If one man could do this, and like, yeah. Um, let's see. And the owners, after building 300 homes, they give it away. The owners give back 10% at the end of the year. So they get back some of the money, and then that money gets recycled back and making more homes. It's quite remarkable. But like I was saying, this is what he said. There's pictures. I would love to see these people that he built the homes for. I would like to hear them and see them. But let's see. And I think it was called AFI. Let's see. They also talk about alleys, turning alleys into streetscape, which is pretty cool. And I think that was happening in Texas. He was talking about how knowledge is very useful for citizens, and um, so knowledge is good. Talking about Katrina, how he oh, one thing about Katrina was, I think he mentioned was because nothing we're doing outside of the U.S. that's awesome. But inside, how do this camera thing? Inside the U.S., we also need help. I believe he mentioned. Wow, it was pretty awesome to hear it from this guy. But yeah, like Katrina, what 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Katrina happened in New Orleans. There's still stuff going on. They're using recycled stuff. I didn't know this until you mentioned um, that. Well, it goes back into the ground, um, and or people use their waste house made from. So they built houses that were made from salvaged materials. I thought that was kind of cool. Didn't really like the look of some of the houses, to be honest, but I don't know, who's really knowing. So his whole thing from vision to reality, taking that step for change. I think that was one of his last words, and I will close on that as well. Thank you so much. Thanks.